Let's talk about this. Let me preface it with all of this. Here's the asterisk, parentheses, disclaimer. Call it whatever you want. I am very age appropriate when it comes to using anabolics. I would never recommend it for anyone in their teens, 20s. I wouldn't even entertain the conversation until your mid-30s. And that's only if you medically need it. These guys, man, they're teens and 20s, you're taking it when your boys are just turning on, they're just activating, you're just launching. And when you take testosterone at that age, you are shutting down that natural production, probably for life. So my disclaimer before we even get into the weeds, do not abuse it. Only start taking it when you need it, unless you're really trying to make a living out of this thing. And again, folks, at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want to do, and you will, but I'm just here to guide you the best that I can. So be very age appropriate, take it when you need it, and be responsible. It's not scary. It's the greatest thing that God ever created, but you just have to take it right, because if not, you really jack yourself up. This is what I want to talk about. Number one, testosterone. That's always going to be your base. Testosterone cypionate is my preferred, and during prep, I never go over 500 milligrams a week. That's 2 different shots, Monday and Thursday. But that's always going to be your base, testosterone cypionate. So just to give you a frame of reference, TRT is going to be anywhere between 175, maybe 200, depending on how much you need. So obviously I'm taking a little more than TRT, but I'm also trying to be a professional bodybuilder. So testosterone cypionate, that is the base of any anabolic stack. If you start to take testosterone in higher doses, it's a hormone. So when your test runs high, other hormones might, well, not might, they will run as well. One is estrogen. So you have to make sure that you're on some kind of a estrogen regulator. Arimidex is my favorite, Arimidex. That's why it's really important to get with someone that knows what they're doing, because if you don't, man, you can really mess yourself up pretty quick. So make sure you have a good mentor, or just follow my YouTube. That's good. I'm gonna talk about my next favorite anabolic, and it's called Primobolan, aka Primo. And oh my goodness, this is my first prep ever taking it, and I absolutely love it. If you want mass, if you want definition, like you just want to be like superhuman, find you some good, real Primobolan. Yeah, it is the best. And I'll take about 400 milligrams a week of Primobolan. So 500 test and 400 Primobolan so far. The third thing, let's talk about it. The third anabolic is Anavar. That is by far my favorite oral anabolic, meaning it comes in a pill form, so it's not a intramuscular like the other ones. The thing with Anavar is some of the oral anabolics can be a little liver toxic, a little hard on your kidneys, so you only want to take those about 6 or 8 weeks. So I really just kind of take those towards the end of my prep just to kind of finish me off. But Anavar, it's really good for cutting and just getting like a really hard look. Ooh, but you want to take at most, for me anyway, 50 milligrams a day, and I split that up into 2. So 25 in the morning, 25 at night. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Ouch. Ouch, 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 blah, 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 blah. So that's Anavar. So far we've got testosterone cypionate, Primobolan, Anavar. There's one more. One more that we'll talk about. What you're probably wondering is that fourth compound, and if you guessed Trenbolone, you would be correct. Yes, Trenbolone, aka Tren. That's probably, folks, probably the boss of all bosses when it comes to anabolics. Now listen to me, please. More is not more, okay? I beg you. More is not more in Trenbolone. With Tren, I promise, okay? I promise. You just need a little bit. I don't take any more ever than 200 milligrams a week. And that's plenty. But let me just tell you, okay? Let me give you a little heads up on the old Tren sandwich. If you are not a mentally stable person, like if you don't have a pretty solid grip on your reality, your relationships, you know, stuff like that, your marriage, like reality, it can get real slippery pretty quick. So I say all that to say, you don't need much. More is not more in this game, okay? More is not more. You want to take the smallest amount that gets you the best results. That's the anabolic game. More is not more. Be smart, be responsible. I hope that was helpful. Really, I really hope it was. If you have any questions, hit me up, all right? Message me. Let's figure this out together. As always, remember, Jesus loves you. And so do I.